talking up no deal as if that's acceptable. Some people say, well, that's a clear approach. It's a rigid approach. It is removing options before we've started. And it's a reckless approach. What Labour will do is to scrap the Brexit white paper and draw up new negotiating objectives. We will, on day one, unilaterally guarantee the rights of EU citizens in this country and work and, of course, fight for the rights of UK citizens across Europe. We will scrap the Great Repeal Bill and replace it with what it should be, an EU rights and protections bill.
Every single vote for me and the local Conservative candidate will be a vote for a stronger Wales, for a stronger United Kingdom, and, as I say, will strengthen my hand in those important Brexit negotiations. And a vote for any other party would be a vote for a weak and failing Jeremy Corbyn, propped up by a coalition of chaos which would risk our national future. So every vote for the Conservatives, every vote for me, every vote for a local Conservative candidate is a vote for strong and stable leadership in the national interest. And that is what this election is about leadership, about stability, about doing the right thing for Britain. And it is only by voting Conservative that you get that strong and stable leadership, because that's what this Conservative government has been providing.
The Liberal Democrats believe we should stay in the single market for jobs, for people's wage packets, for the prosperity of our country. The Labour Party is still weighing down its kind of equivocation about the single market with all sorts of caveats. And, you know, particularly the general election time, in the white heat of a campaign, we need greater clarity than we presently have on Europe from the principal party of opposition.
But isn't the clarity we have from the Labour Party the recognition that voters decided they wanted to end freedom of movement in the referendum, and for that reason it is simply not possible to remain in the single market?
Well, for a start, there are countries that are participants in the single market, like Norway, which are not members of the European Union. So it's just a misdescription of the facts to somehow claim that we can't participate in the single market and have to sort of join the rest of the European Union hook, line and sinker. But setting that aside, what the Labour Party cannot hide is that they had an opportunity to say to the government what they're now saying, which they don't agree with the government's negotiating strategy, when it counted.
The country that I live in, Wales, faces some serious dangers in the coming years as the Brexit negotiations unfold. If we are pulled out of the single market, there are real threats to jobs and to people's livelihoods, and there is even, you could argue, a threat to the existence of our very nation. So this is about survival for us. We have to defend what we have. We believe that the Tories want to take powers away from our National Assembly, and so this election for us is all about defending Wales.